Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're the deadly duo in love that loves react to some Death Note.
Yes, and this is season 1, episodes 9 and 10 today.
Yeah, and you can get our full uncut reactions for this, see every moment, and get a month ahead early ad-free access over on our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. Also have early access right here on YouTube. Hit the join button if you're interested in that. And let's get to it.
Let's do it.
See how far down the dark path light goes.
Yeah.
Quite a way to open the episode.
Yes, trying to look normal.
With the music.
I'll solve equations with my right hand and write names with my left. I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
And eat it.
Are you sure about this? Ryuk, I'm sure nobody's following you, okay?
No, give an apple.
But on the news they said they were dispatching 1,500 investigators to Japan. They're bluffing. Well then, I'll buy you some apples. Nice.
The handstands.
You know, you really haven't been that nice to me.
He's not a nice guy.
You know, I might actually write your name in my death note and kill you. I wouldn't laugh if I were you.
He's so cocky.
I've been thinking about the purse snatcher and the embezzler's heart attacks 2 days ago. It seems my family couldn't have had any knowledge of them before they died.
You may be right. I don't think there's any way he could have arranged their deaths without having seen the broadcast first. Your son has come home.
I have a good grasp of where all the cameras are placed, but I only managed to kill a purse snatcher and an embezzler using that trick with the potato chips. Both of them were guilty of much lesser crimes than my previous victims. All I really have to do is remember the identities of the criminals I either see on TV or while I'm online. Whenever I go out, I can use that piece of the death note I keep in my wallet to kill them at random times. It's the perfect way to deal with these hidden cameras.
He's got a good system.
Our surveillance of the Kitamura and Yagami households has revealed
Nothing.
nothing. We will remove the cameras and wiretaps.
All that, and we still don't have any suspects.
We'll have to pursue other leads, but we'll get them.
I only said that we were unable to reveal anything suspicious based on our surveillance.
What? Then you believe that Kira is among one of those families?
No, he just hasn't ruled it out.
There's a 5% chance. Let's say he could kill someone simply by wishing death upon them. You'd think that any human being would have shown at least some emotion, some sign that they were knowingly committing an act of murder.
You'd think.
What if he is one of these people we've been watching? But that idea is completely absurd. To think that God would need a person's face and name to kill them?
Yep.
These aren't acts of God, but someone very childish and immature who wants to pretend they're God.
Good psychological profile.
Ideally, I would get to know him well enough that he'd admit to me that he was Kira and show me how he kills. Would that even be possible?
Maybe they become best friends.
I just checked and all the cameras have been removed. Are you listening to me?
He still doesn't know if the bugs are still there.
Oh, good point. We still don't know if they've removed all the wiretaps from the house.
I don't like that late night think alike.
If he's still working with the Japanese police, chances are my father is working with him. If that's the case, I'll have to use my father to find out L's true identity, and I'll eliminate him.
Yay! You can have apples again.
Once I get rid of L, Kira will be one step closer to becoming the god of the new world.
And what happens when you die, God of the New World?
Well, it's nice to know that one cause of stress was resolved before my exam, and once I get into university, I'll have a lot more room to act as Kira. Then I can focus on finding out who L really is.
You there! The exam will be starting in 10 minutes, so you better hurry up!
It's fine.
Sorry.
I plan to get here 3 minutes before the test. I hate waiting. I'm here too early.
Needs to be the first one finished.
And begin! You there, student number 162. Sit properly in your chair.
Ah, nice. So he most definitely suspects Light. Oh, they're meeting this early. Face to face. Ooh, there are ways to kill the god of death, but generally only known to them, huh?
It turns out that Ryuk is being kept by a human.
Who would want him as a pet? Our pet's supposed to be cute.
When you're right, you're right.
And you're always right.
You're a college student now. That's kind of exciting. I'm filled with joy.
Now for the freshman address, freshman representative Light Yagami. And freshman representative Hideki Ryuga.
I knew I'd be giving the address with one other student, but I never expected this. I remember him from the exam center. He got into trouble for sitting oddly in his desk.
And that's gonna make you like a creep.
Highest on the test is supposed to give the speech, right? I guess both of them must have had the high score this year.
Ha.
These two are total opposites. This one looks like a sheltered genius who's been groomed for success his whole life. But the other one,
As we embark on this new chapter in our
there's
lives,
something not right about him.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Light Yagami, your father is Chief Soichiro Yagami of the NPA. Your respect for your father's matched only by your strong sense of justice.
Who the hell is this guy?
You're planning to join the police agency when you graduate. Now you're showing an interest in the Kira case.
Big bug eyes.
Where's this coming from? And who is he? Is it safe to just ignore him? I wonder what this information actually is.
Exactly.
I want to tell you I'm Al.
What? There's no way. Talking about? If he really was L, he'd never admit to it. I thought this guy was a bit strange, but this is pretty extreme.
Wow. Catching Light off guard.
On the off chance that he really is L, I have to act how Soichiro Yagami's son Light Yagami would act in this situation. There'd be no reason for him to be afraid. Then you have nothing but my respect and admiration.
The likelihood that you are Kira is just under 5%. Even so, something tells me I'm not wrong to suspect you. I can't think of anything that would put more pressure on you than this little scenario.
If this guy is really L like he says, then consider me impressed.
Yep. He's got balls.
I can't do anything to him. If what he's saying is true, it probably means he's already shown his face to my father. What now? Although it's obvious Hideki Ryuga is nothing more than an absurd alias, it still complicates things. If I try to kill him by simply writing his name in the death note, I might accidentally picture the face of Ryuga the pop star and end up killing him instead.
Oh.
And if this guy doesn't die, he'll know for a fact that I'm Kira. Does he already suspect that I'm Kira?
Yes, he does. It's nice to see him spinning like this.
Does this mean that he's still suspicious of the people that Ray Pembroke was investigating before he died? Even so, I still don't see why he would reveal himself to me directly. I can't let him see any signs of distress. It's better if I just clear my mind.
I didn't think the ceremony would be so interesting.
Hey, Light.
You hear that? I think it's your new friend.
Nice meeting you.
No, the pleasure was mine.
What an amazing car.
A limousine?
I'm sure I'll see you on campus.
Yeah, take care.
That kid must come from some serious money.
Plus, he's at the top of the class. Where's the justice?
Got him shook. Good job, Mel.
Hey, welcome home, Mr. Toho.
I need to kill some people.
Damn it! He got me!
Ha!
What do you mean?
I've never been so humiliated in my life!
Nice. Oh, this is great.
If I kill him and it turns out he's not really L, that would be like announcing to the real L that I am Kira.
Sorry.
It's inconvenient. That's the flaw with the death note.
Light is usually so calm.
Yes, he is.
This must be getting to him.
It doesn't matter how sure I am. Regardless of the cause of death, if L dies now, the police are going to suspect me. I underestimated him. I never even considered the possibility that he would reveal his identity to me on purpose.
Yep.
For L, this strategy acts as a solid defense and it allows him to confront Kira directly. He can defend and attack. He got me. It was a good move.
Oh, he's gone crazy.
He snapped.
He really has.
There's no reason for me to be worried. After all, this is proof that they don't have anything on me yet. So this whole thing is nothing more than a contest between Al and me, a match of wits. On the surface, we'll be two friendly classmates, but in reality, we'll actually be investigating each other. In time, I'll earn your trust. And once you've told me what I want to know, there'll be no point keeping you alive. Then I'll kill you. With my hands if I have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
And from, it's escalated even more. Like, keep saying Death Note escalates quickly. And now, so his Light's like thirst for murder. It's like, with my bare hands, I'm gonna choke a bitch out.
Yeah. Like, he has total disconnect
Yeah.
between what he just said and him becoming exactly the kind of people who on the news he would put in the death note.
Yep.
I mean, which he's been going down that path for a while, right? But he's done it through his death notebook, and we've understood that, like, while it's not okay, he justifies it. Like, he finds a sort of moral righteousness to it all. But here he is saying, I'm going to kill you because I want to with my bare hands.
Mhm.
I mean, that is, wow.
And again, it's just fun the way they do, like, keep showing different ways about how they one up each other and get the edge on one another. You know, I mean, yeah, it's like it just goes back and forth and keeps you guessing and on your toes. And like, I mean, I would never have thought of that for Elle to reveal himself like that and like really catch Light off of, like, I mean, again, it's just like it's such a small percentage of chance that it could be him, but why not take that small percentage? Why not take that chance? And like for him to go out and do that and like to see how much it shook Light was so satisfying.
Yeah, and it was so funny because at like the start of the episode, you had said, "Oh, I think he's gonna do the whole Shinigami eyes thing as soon as he sees Light's face." And here we are at the end of the episode, and Light Elle is like, "I'm here.
Yeah.
Hi. Nice to meet you."
And he got offered that. He's like, "You could do the Shinigami eye trick." He's like, "No." And so watching them now be fake friends and try to like pry what information they want out of one another, but make sure that they don't get the right information that the other one wants. It's a different kind of cat and mouse game now. It's like up close and personal.
Yeah, and up close and personal and super dangerous. I did not see this happening this quickly. I didn't see us getting to this point.
You said that so many times.
And I'm kind of blown away by the escalation and like what can happen next.
Yeah. And we will find out next. On episode 10 next.
Yeah. I just feel bad for his dad.
I
Who's
know.
like caught in the middle of the two of them.
Ooh. Well, it's Light's trying to make a move, so now he's going to cast doubt that it's him.
I have to admit, I was surprised, Ryuga. I never thought you'd ask me to play tennis as a way to get to know each other.
Is it a problem for you?
Not at all.
I'm amazing at tennis.
Did you know how good I was?
Yes. I'll be fine, though. It's been a while, but at one time I was actually the British junior champion.
If I ask him if he's British, would he think I'm trying to find out more about him because I'm Kira? Can't hurt to try.
No, he offered himself up as British.
Were you raised in the UK?
I lived in England for about 5 years when I was younger, but save your breath. Nothing in that story would reveal Elle's true identity, I promise you. Well, since it's our first match, why don't we just play a single set? First one to 6?
That's fine by me.
He's wearing jeans?
This is just a friendly game of tennis, nothing more. But I know Kira hates to lose. 15 love.
Just blew his mind.
What do you mean you're not at liberty to say? I'm very sorry, sir. It's been 4 months since this case came to the public's attention, and they want results.
I'm sure.
The rest of the department runs away with their tails between their legs, and we're incompetent? Do you have any idea how many people are left at Task Force headquarters these days? If you're concerned with public opinion, then you'll want to suppress the fact that most of our detectives would rather let a serial killer roam free than risk their lives.
What about this L character? Can he be trusted? In my opinion, he's a lot more capable than we are. Right now, even as we speak, he's risking his life.
Playing tennis.
While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose.
I suppose I could just lose on purpose, but if I do, it could work against me. I don't see any way that he can profile me based on a tennis match. So, I have to assume he has some other goal in mind. I'm not going to let him win.
He's going for the win.
That's 4 games all. Light Yagami to serve.
And just like that, we've got an umpire and a line judge.
I know, right?
He was the 0203 junior high tennis champion.
What about my Ryuga? Don't tell me you haven't noticed him holding his own against this former junior high champ.
I'm already in your head.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
Because I wanted to play tennis with you, you'll assume that I'm preparing to take a step closer.
And then you're going to try and trap me by getting me to say something that only Kira would know.
And of course, the only way to win your trust will be to share what I know about Kira.
It only makes sense that I'd want to ask for proof that you aren't
The back and forth.
The first thing you're going to want from me is...
some kind of confirmation from a third party that you really are L.
Like your dad.
We'll have to go to Task Force headquarters.
To win, you must attack!
Oh!
Won by
6 games to 4! You beat me.
It's been a while since I had to play that hard.
Oh, God. I hate Light.
But before this conversation goes any further, there's something I must tell you.
What's that?
I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira. If you still want to ask me something, then please go ahead.
Nice that you said those suspicions.
1%, huh? This coffee shop is one of my favorites in the area. And if we sit here, there's no chance of anyone overhearing us. Not to mention, we're so out of the way here, no one's gonna give you a hard time about the way you sit.
I don't sit like this because I want to. I have to sit like this. You see, if I were to sit normally, my deductive skills would immediately be reduced by roughly 40%.
What?
Would you mind submitting yourself to a test of your deductive reasoning skills?
Sure, why not? Sounds like fun.
All right, then. We can begin by taking a look at these. Photographs of 3 notes written by prison inmates while under Kira's control just prior to their deaths.
Clearly, if I read it the way Kira intended on my first attempt, I'd only look more suspicious. But the fact that I'm able to solve this silly code isn't enough on its own to prove that I'm Kira. Kira wrote these, and it seems he's encoded a message for you as well, almost as if he's mocking you. Rearranging it like this gives you L, do you know? Gods of death love apples.
That's incorrect. The thing is, there were actually 4 photographs. When we add this one, it reads, L, do you know? Gods of death who love apples have red hands.
It's a fake. I never made any criminal write the letter in this 4th picture. Is he stupid?
The truth is, there were 4 of them. If you'd figured that out, it would have been perfect.
Ha.
Damn him. This wasn't just about gauging my deductive reasoning skills.
Nope.
He wanted to see what my reaction would be.
Want to see how you react when you got something wrong?
You got me there. I didn't think of that.
If you were me, faced with someone who might be Kira, how would you go about establishing this person's innocence or guilt? You'd need to be absolutely sure.
I would probably try to get him to say something that was never made public in any way. Something that only Kira could know.
What's incredible is that I've asked countless detectives that same question, and it took most of them minutes to even come up with an answer. But you immediately thought of a scenario in which Kira is speaking directly to the investigator. You'll make a fine detective, Light.
Not as good of a serial killer. Because you're a great serial killer.
It's about 3% now. However, it's made me that much more determined to work with you on this investigation. I'm in a position where even if you are Kira, it would still be to my benefit to have you working alongside us.
If I cooperate with you, there's a chance I can help the investigation to move forward. It's a very smart move on your part.
Yes, it is.
But I think you might be getting the wrong idea. Besides, what proof have you been able to give me that you yourself aren't Kira? However, if you are in fact L, I don't imagine it would be that hard for you to prove it to me. I think I'd be convinced if, say, my father or someone else from the task force headquarters was able to confirm your identity. If you can't do that, then I'm afraid I just won't be able to help you.
You sure talk a lot, don't you, Light?
Yes, he does.
I think that's 7%. I don't remember saying you couldn't meet anyone from task force headquarters to verify my identity. I'm currently working alongside your father.
Does this guy have a death wish?
Called your bluff.
Excuse me.
Oh, there goes mine.
Ryuzaki, I have some bad news.
Light, your father is...
Light, it's your...
My father, he had a heart attack.
Oh, wow. One page taken from the death note or even a fragment of the page contains the full effects of the note.
So did he do it to his dad to throw L off the case? Or did the person with the other death note do it? Or did he just happen to have a heart attack?
Well, he's not dead. He just had a heart attack.
So the doctors think stress was the only cause?
It seems I've been pushing myself a bit too hard lately.
It must have added to your stress knowing that Light is a suspect in this investigation.
You actually told my father that?
In fact, I've told him everything. It's true, he even knows that I am L.
This man is L. To protect his identity, we on the task force refer to him as Ryuzaki. But make no mistake, it's him.
This guy is the real L. My father wouldn't lie.
Yes.
There's no need to rush. I have time to sit.
He'd have a failsafe, some sort of note, his own note that would go out upon his death.
Ryuzaki, now that you've had the chance to talk to my son, is he cleared as a suspect?
When I say I suspect him, you should know it's very minor.
I understand. And I was one of the people Ray Pembra was investigating before he died. It only makes sense I'd be a suspect.
I find Light's deductive powers quite impressive. He's always quick and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
My father has erased any doubts I might have had regarding your true identity. Also, I'd like nothing more than to catch Kira so I can prove once and for all that I'm not him.
No, Light.
Come on, Dad, what are you talking about? Who knows how many years that'll take? Besides, don't you remember my promise? that if something ever happened to you, I would find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
I refuse to believe that my son could turn out to be Kira.
It's too cheesy.
Light, listen to me. Kira is pure evil. We can all agree on that. But recently, I've started thinking of this whole situation in a different way. What is truly evil is the power to kill people. No true happiness can be obtained like that. Not by killing other people.
I think you're absolutely right.
Well said.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry for all this trouble, but I'll be back at work as soon as the doctors let me out of here.
If I wanted to, he'd get out of this whole thing and just have someone else confess that they're Kira, how he did it, and then they kill themselves.
But then he has to give up his power and what he's doing.
Exactly.
Put yourself in my position. How do you think it feels to be accused of being Kira?
It was one of the worst feelings ever.
What if you were to lock me up for a month in a place with no TV or any other kind of access to the outside world and keep a constant watch over me?
That'd be for...
Would any normal person be willing to...
Exactly. Why would he say just a month?
That's no good. I can't do anything that would deprive you of basic human rights. And furthermore, it's complete nonsense for the investigator to take suggestions from his suspect. Be patient. It'll become apparent to us if you're not Kira. And listening to that conversation between you and your father, I was almost convinced you might not be him. Please take good care of Mr. Yagami.
Oh, one more thing. I know I agreed to help with the investigation, but I don't think I'll be able to do much until my father is healthy again.
Yes, of course. Well then.
Ryuzaki. He's the L I've been fighting this whole time. What is his real name?
Light Yagami.
Doug.
Are you not Kira?
I never once felt cursed since I picked up the Death Note. In fact, the thought never even crossed my mind. I'm happier than I've ever been.
Which is sick.
I'm going to create a perfect world.
Honestly, I could care less whether you feel cursed or happy to have a notebook. I leave that sentimental crap to you humans.
Yeah.
But normally humans who come into contact with a Shinigami have nothing but misfortune.
I'm not like anybody else.
But I have no intentions of repeating that pattern.
Well, I hope you're right about that.
Don't tell me this is your idea of a proposal! You people must think that just mentioning Kira's name is enough to get us the ratings we need, huh? Our program gets the ratings because we cover the stories that the other stations won't touch. If it bleeds, it leads. Now get out there and find me a story!
It's been impossible to get details from them lately.
I don't pay you to complain. If they won't give you anything, then get creative!
Mr. Demagawa, sir, this is for you.
What is it? So who is this from?
Somebody confessing to be Kira.
Yeah.
This is what I call a story. It's almost too good to be true. A message to the world from Kira. If you do not broadcast these tapes, I will kill your company's board of directors one by one. Who wouldn't air these? Holy crap! I'm so excited I feel like I'm having a heart attack here.
All right. Well, it was cool seeing the tennis match, and then like their thoughts going back and forth, like as they played. I really wanted Elle to win. I'm just like, oh, Light is such a cocky bastard. It's like, it's been a while since someone's challenged me like that. Oh, you smug piece of shit.
I was really hoping that Elle was going to win too. I'm not going to lie. Hearing them both being so brilliant and so strategic and so perfectly deductive that their thoughts were finishing each other's thoughts was such a great way of showing that to us as the audience and like really drawing us in to their world. I love the sort of chess game that they're playing with each other. I love how even though Light won the tennis match, Elle did kind of show him up with the deductive reasoning. Yep. So, you know, he still continued to get under his skin. And yeah, I also loved how Elle goes, oh, it's only 1%.
No, it's up to 3%, yeah.
No, it's 7%. And I think it's so brilliant of Elle. I was actually thinking about this after the last episode, and I forgot to say it, that it's either or both of these, but like he either has such a great hunch that even though it is only about 5%, he is going to follow that because his gut's telling him there's something there.
Yeah.
Or he's so thorough in his investigation that even a 5% possibility, he will follow like a dog with a bone to rule out that 5%. And if he can rule it out, that's 5% less he has to worry about. Even though the majority's over here, he can follow this for sure to get an answer.
Yeah. it's dark that we both like, went to the place of like, oh, did Light just kill his dad to like get suspicion off of himself?
Because he's definitely going to.
Yes, he will.
When they said, you know, like, oh, he had a heart attack, but he's going to live, it's no surprise his dad would have a heart attack, given the stress of the job he's been under. The Kira investigation in and of itself is stressful. Now add on top of that, his family's being investigated. Now add on top of that, Al does think his son is a suspect. You know, so all of those pieces naturally are super stressful. But it was just like, there was something, it's going to sound terrible to say, but there was something so great about it being that he had a heart attack so that we could have that moment of like, oh my God, you know, he went there. He went for it.
How does it work? Have we figured out yet? Has been mentioned, and like so many like the rules have come up. I don't know if this one has been mentioned. What happens if you pick somebody's time of death that exceeds what their actual lifespan was supposed to be? So like if someone had like 20 years left, because the Shinigami can see that, right? So if someone had 20 years left, and Light said, you know, they die in 21 years. Is that possible? Can he extend life as well? Because I was thinking, you know, with his dad, he could have said, all right, you know, the dad could have wrote his dad's name in the death note, said he had a heart attack, but that it was actually like, you know, he survives it and he doesn't end up dying until he passes away in his sleep at the age of like, you know, 99, give the date, you know, the date and the time. Yeah.
We don't have clarity on that.
Okay.
I don't think that's come up. But I love that you just thought of a way to kind of use the Death Note in a sense for good to extend people's life. And that idea never crossed Light's mind. Like he never thought of how he could use this to like benefit someone. It was only how he could kill people to create the world in his perfect image that he likes.
Oh, I think he thought of it, but to extend his own life.
Well,
I thought you know, I'm pretty sure he's already thought of this, and he's just like, oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna die, you know, in 5,000 years or whatever. And
I think like you could write down for like your friends or family, like they're gonna live till the age of 98 in perfect health and then die in their sleep. Like that's a nice thing to do.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, and like he can control people's actions for a certain amount of time, but like how long can he control people's actions for? You know, that's something else. I'm kind of curious about. So it's just, I feel like there's just a lot more to the Death Note that hasn't been uncovered yet. And so I'm looking forward to that. Like, cause I mean, yeah, it's fun seeing Light and Al go back and forth and just Light give up the whole, oh, just put me away for a month. And I'm glad that Al called him on that bullshit. He's like, well, you know, I don't take suggestions from suspects.
Yeah.
He has a great way of putting Light in his place and just knowing that, I mean, worst case scenario, he pisses off the captain's whatever son. It's like, okay, he's doing it to try to catch Kira. But also if he is Kira, he's like, he knows that like all these little digs are just totally getting to him.
Yeah. And I love when he said like, oh, I'm in his head now. It's like, yeah. He is living rent-free in his head all the time, which is great. My instinct is to say that you can't use the Death Note to extend life. But that's only based on what we know so far, which everything about the Death Note so far centers on ending life. Nothing has come up about anything else around lifespan.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, when you say there's so much more to the Death Note to explore, that would be really fascinating if, like, as we dive in further, we find out that there are just so many more uses than, like, the obvious one that's been explored.
Well, I would think that you can't extend it. Like that's one of the reasons the Shinigami can see, like, you know, the gods of death can see the lifespan of somebody is, one, to know like how many years they would be getting by killing somebody, how many extra years they would get, and then two, being like, okay, well, I can't kill this person past their, or, you know, preordained expiration date, because then that would be extending life, and we're gods of death.
Which also brings up an interesting question, because if there is a preordained time of death, obviously writing somebody in the Death Note is breaking that preordained lifespan and whatnot. But it also just brings up an interesting question about, you know, fate versus free will. And we assume it's messing up the preordained lifespan. Maybe it's not.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe this is all always meant to happen.
When Ellen Light met, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so soon. I was like, what else, you know, like, how are they gonna keep this going for the rest of the series and keep this cat and mouse game going? And like, continue to build on it. And I think it's just a lot of it is gonna have to do with Light figuring out clever ways to use the Death Note.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I'm also curious with everything that L is kind of figuring out about Light, how he can answer the question of how is Light doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, unless L has some kind of like familiarity with the concept of a Death Note and its actual existence, it's a pretty tall order to be like, yes, this high school kid is killing people all around the world at all hours of the day or night and controlling their actions before leaving. I mean, like, how could you possibly explain that?
Yeah.
So it's. I think that makes L extra fascinating, that he is so brilliant and deductive and like scientific in his approach to his detective work, and yet is flexible enough in his thinking to entertain the seemingly impossible without really getting too hung up on it.
That's a good point. Let us know your thoughts about this down below in the comments. And if you want early free access, you want to see our full uncut reactions, get a month ahead and see every moment over on our Patreon. Links in the description of the video. Either way, thank you so much for watching Death Note with us and for staying for the discussion. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.